Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, I have an allegory for you. Charles Hires, founder of Hires Root Beer, once said, "Not advertising is like winking at a girl in the dark. You know what you're doing, but nobody else does." Toastmasters, we must turn on the light. No more winking in the dark. We must get our club out in the community. Everybody has to know about us, and you can do it. How? Well, today I'm going to teach the 30-second elevator speech. Do you say it in an elevator? No. Sherry told us last week, it's just an allegory for giving a 30-second talk to tell people what you do in an effective way. So we're going to talk about the elements of an elevator speech. And we are going to have a demonstration. So I'm going to need one of you to help me. We will have a worksheet. And I'll put you in pairs, and you'll work together for, I hope, 4 minutes of clock time. All the time you need to get started on your elevator speech. I also have flyers in this packet. And I'm going to ask you to commit to passing out those flyers within the next few weeks. Right? Are you ready? So, what are the elements of an elevator speech? An elevator speech needs 3 parts. Your target market, your solutions and benefits, and your call to action. So, who is the target market for Toastmasters? Let me ask that a different way. Who could be helped by Toastmasters? Anybody?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Please don't say everyone.
People who want to improve their speaking and leadership skills.
People who want to improve their speaking and leadership skills. Is there anything even more specific? That's very good, so don't forget that. Well, you just happen to have someone who has the jitters in your packet. People who are very scared to express themselves. People who want perhaps to take some step up in their career. People who want to find their voice. People who want more confidence. Anything else? Well, remember all these ways, because when you work on your worksheet, you may want to use them, one or the other. Solutions and benefits. You all know about that radio station called WIIFM. Anybody know that? Sarah does. Sarah, what is it?
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? So lots of times we tell people about features. We tell them about things like, oh, we have manuals, and we have a beautiful room, and we have mentors who help you. Well, yes, that's all very good, and we do want to say those things. But the most important thing is to paint them a picture of what it will be like when they go through the Toastmaster program. What will they get out of it? What's in it for me? So what would you get out of the Toastmaster program? What have some of you already gotten out of it?
More confidence.
Confidence. Good. Remember that.
Learning to control your jitters.
Learning to control your jitters.
Leadership skills.
Leadership skills. And you know, Melissa just told us the last talk that she gave here, she was asked to do it again. Not because it was bad, but because it was so good. And she practiced part of it here. And that's what this is for. So what is the call to action that you're going to want in your elevator speech?
Come check out our club.
Come check out our club. That's good. Anything else? Actually,
Threats, but-
that's the best one. What'd you say?
I said we could resort to threats.
No, we're not going to resort to threats. But come visit us, yes, absolutely. All right. I need someone to come up. Flannan, would you come up and stand over here? I'm going to demonstrate to you my elevator speech. And Flannan, I kind of know you, and I want to tell you about Toastmasters. So your job is just to be friendly and listen, and then I'll ask you something at the end. Okay? All right. Hi, I'm Jean Tracy, and I have here a flyer about Toastmasters. If you have the jitters when you get up and speak in public, or you just want to improve your speaking skills, Toastmasters can help. Our club has professional materials, and we have friendly members, and we'll help you get over the jitters, and you'll speak with poise and confidence. Now, is this something you would like? Yes. Good. So, would you please come to our club and visit us? Here's my contact information, and here's our club website. Do you have any questions?
I think you covered most of the public information.
Great. It was very nice talking with you. Now I'd like you to pick up this. It's in your pack. All right. This is what I did. I had to sit down and figure out what was my target market. And so I have it here highlighted in yellow. Would you read it for us, Sarah?
It reads, people who need to speak in public but would rather die.
Yes, yes. And we all know people like that. We've probably been that person, except Walt. I don't think you've been that person. Solutions and benefits. Would you please read that, Sandra? In
What?
yellow.
What's that in yellow?
Number 2.
On a different page, the one with the picture of her on the top.
Yeah, I've got that.
You know, you got the only one, you got the one in blue. But I changed it to yellow because I couldn't read the blue. was
I'll
just
read
so
it, mine's
black.
highlighted. Get over jitters and speak with poise and confidence.
Thank you, Melissa. And the call to action. Would you read that?
An invitation to visit our club.
Okay, and this is just what I did with Flannan. That was the elevator speech. Does that make sense? Okay, now you could come up with a very different elevator speech. Of course, we're all different people. And so what I want you to do is to create your own 30-second elevator speech. But try to make it one in which you feel very comfortable repeating over and over. That you're not going to stumble over your tongue. Try to remember exactly what you said because it doesn't come very smoothly. And in order to do this, I would like you to divide into couples and work with one another. So in the first part, you decide who your target market is. I picked out people who have the jitters and would rather die than speak in public. You could have a different kind. For instance, let's say you work in a corporation and there's carols all around, and there's a fellow that you think really has a lot of potential, but he really needs to work on public speaking. Well, you're not exactly going to tell him that, but you might hand him the handbill. These were made by Robert, as was this. Even though he can't be here this quarter, he's still our vice president of membership, and he wants to be. So you might say something to him. I could see Farzan saying, hey, you know, I belong to Toastmasters, and I think you would probably like it. I just love it. So here's a little handbill to look over, and if you have any questions, ask me. Something like that. I can see you doing that easily, Farzan, and others too. Any questions? All right. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1-2, and 1-2. So work together in pairs, see what you can do to fill this out. And I'll give you 4 minutes of clock time, all the time you need.